I'll at least can't hear chainsaws. Good to know. Yo, what's up, Achilles? How you doing? Bro, what's up? What's up? Trying to probably gonna go try to get a little bit of coin. I think I have some actually. If I do, I'm gonna go to the main. I have two. So they already reset. Actually, no, let's craft some stuff so I have enough gold. They already reset it yesterday, but they didn't reset the potions. So I'm hoping the potions are reset now. Nah, no, I get it. I get it. I ain't even going to judge. I get it 100%. It is getting that way. That's 8.5. And that's too high of a chance of a chest plate. Looks like 10, 10, 10. Grinding for those 12 or 1 mil pickaxes with quest I can't do because my pickaxe is too weak. It's outrageous. They definitely need to do some changes, I believe, to get things a more balanced state. All right, let's see if we can get some heavy leggings. I'm sure we're not going to get the Raven leggings, which is what I need, but we'll try, right? Oh my gosh. I didn't even get the wolf ones. This is what's pissing me off and probably going to make me end up bouncing because you get RNG to get the stuff, and then it's RNG to make it. That's just corny. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, it's just the devs are dropping a major ball that way, I think. And now, oh, and I forgot. We're not done with RNG. Now we got to go level them up. And if you try to level them up, that costs RNG too. All right, so those were, see, these are better. 590. But these are only better because they're the wolf. These are actually better. It's just another thing that gets put in my one day they'll give us recycle pile. Oh, it's so dumb. I mean, it is what it is, but they could definitely do something about it. I'm pretty sure I just switched the battery in my headset, and I'm pretty sure I put the old one back in. So it was dead. I personally like living time. I did the one thing I really didn't want to do, and I AFK it while I'm working. That's the only way you're gonna. If you're not AFKing this game, you're not gonna like. It's just not gonna work, which is kind of bullshit. But I mean, it is what it is. But that doesn't make the game good. It just means I don't know. It's I like the idea of rare stuff, but making it like 1 in 1,000 and enjoyable to play. I mean, I think the game's legit. Like, I have no hate for the game, but I think they're fumbling extremely bad because everybody wants to make things so rare that people spend their entire lives on it, and then it just becomes boring as hell. Like, and if they're gonna make it where you have to AFK to play, just Make a Game Pass option where we can auto mine or something, and give us like auto sell and some other bullshit if that's what they want. Do I want that personally? No, but it was a ton of fun at the beginning. End game's kind of stale. I mean, I make content on it. It does pretty well, so that's helped me out. But I mean, it doesn't matter how many you're talking to, Sob, if you're communicating with someone. Plus, I also stream on Twitch and YouTube. But thanks for giving me a heads up on how many people are in the lobby right now. Yo, what's up, Francesco? How are you? Thanks for the follow. No, because they just slapped 30K crystals and call it a day. Swear. Plus, they had, yeah. I mean, all they did, it's like the exact same thing as the first update, but a little different. Oh no, you're good, Sob. So I just didn't know. I mean, I've seen you in here before. That's why I was like, why is this dude throwing shade all of a sudden? I mean, the thing is I also record all my lives, so a lot of this can be used for content. Even if I'm talking to one person, it's less I have to say offline. I'm level 200. Then I looked at chat. I don't have a 2 guard, 2 have a night, Nick. That would mean I constantly grind the game. I do use CapCut. I have better like programs, but I actually prefer CapCut, as stupid as that sounds. The best way to get money, if you can get to peak, go to peak, turn right, and go into that room and eliminate those creatures. You're gonna get a ton of gold before even having to sell the essence. I think I was averaging like 50K in like 15 minutes or so. Oh, I should probably go fight the boss, huh? Okay, at your level, are you pretty good at? Can you break the pebbles pretty well? Actually, let's go fight the boss real quick. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up? Your armor's like 300 defense, except my helmet. I mean, as you go, you'll get better armor. I mean, that's just part of progression. I think right now my legs are upgraded 767. My chest is 1151, and my helmet's 807. Maze reset, yes. And well, it reset yesterday, depending on what time you were on last. Dude, are you serious? I don't have a guild. They haven't made it like an actual thing yet. How you doing, Susan? I think I said hello, but I want to make sure I did. I guess I'm drinking a potion, eh? If you go to my website, dwdfn.com, you should be able to join my server. Yes. Okay. So yesterday I got this dagger from it. Today's merchant. Well, it was like last night at like, I want to say last night at like 8 o'clock it reset. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. But, and the crazy thing is, Francesco, this isn't the best dagger. No, that's not 3 billion. For some reason they use decimals, which is so dumb. Like, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. But then today it's like 2 colossals, 1 sword, and something, and a spear. I don't use any of that, so. No, I got 1 million something. You're waiting on the gauntlets. Yeah, those gauntlets look cracked. I'm not a big fan of gauntlets though. If If you just got the World 3, you should probably go for... Did you get any of the Christmas stuff? Like, did you get the Hellslayer recipe? I'm going to catch up with chat in just a second. All right. Yeah, that dagger is Gargantuan, Surafall, and... why is my head in the thing? Gargantuan, Surafall, and Golem Heart. And it's the Shark Dagger. Yes, you did get it. Then you should focus on trying to get one of those if you want a good sword for where you're at. Actually, let's just go ahead. We're already in here. I normally don't forge the fossil stuff anymore because it takes... I just hate forging so much. I am in a private server. If you go to my website, dwdfn.com, at the very bottom is the link to the private server. It should be open for anyone that has the link. I'll even be nice and pay the ferryman if you don't have any coinite. How do I drop the items so fast? I use mouse and keyboard, so I have a hotkey that turns my mouse like automatic, like an auto clicker, I guess you could say. Like a rapid button. I don't think someone new to World 3 is going to have all that for the Hellslayer. And the worst thing I ever did was buy the candy cane because I never get the Hellslayer. I just get 15 candy canes in a row. That's another thing about recipes. In order to join me, go to my website, dwdfn.com, and scroll down to the bottom, and there's a link to the private server. But yeah, before I answer that question, don't forget, when you buy recipes, you decrease your chances of recipes you already have. If that makes sense. So if there's like, if you like the Hellslayer and that's like what you're going to use all the time, don't go buy all the short sword recipes because then you'll have a lower chance, which is not ideal. Okay, so that was worth what, 7K? All right, I want to check something. I've been wanting to do this for a while. No, I don't want to sell tools. All right, so see, someone found out how to get in the private server. What's up? All right. So you get, what, 37 for selling 40 frost fossil, or I could spend the time. It was 44, but still. This is worth 9. This is worth 7. So it's all in real. I mean, obviously, making stuff is always going to be better, but... Oh, yeah, the age group thing. I think that makes sense, though, to a point. I mean, I guess it's weird when streaming and stuff, but I'm not really against what they're doing. I think I get it. I understand why they're trying to do it. I know it's making a lot of people mad, but... Oversaturation? What do you mean? What do you mean, Baka? I don't understand what you mean by oversaturation. You can't find the link. Did you go to the website? If you go to the website and scroll to the bottom, there's a picture. Click the picture and it'll take you to it. What's max levels? 200. Oh, I don't want to waste those. I don't know what I want to use them for either, but I don't want to waste them yet. Okay, if you can't find it on the website, I don't know why it's not letting you find it. There's nothing else I can do currently. Yeah, that is a Raven chest plate. It's actually probably going to be decent for being trash. Oh, wow, I'm actually shocked that it should let you post that. I mean, it's 649 defense. Not bad, I guess, for trash. What you should not be getting this in the third world. The recipe for that. So the recipe system, I think a lot of people think that like the exact numbers of everything, which kind of do make sense. But I normally run 10, 10, 10, or 10 4 times or 15 3 times. That was just 10, 10, 10 on all of everything. Hey, that's a good dagger though, Forge. What dagger did you get at least? You can, yeah, you can go do whatever you want. I'm not worried about it. I didn't set it up, no. Whatever's up there, you can go mine. I wouldn't. The worst one's actually pretty solid. Like I would test it out and Forge, like trust. What you need to do is put on oh hell, what's it called? Put attack speed on it, and just trust me. Like it might slap more than you expect. I I don't know, man. I run daggers, and I can tell you daggers are nasty. Most people end up asking me what the recipe for my dagger is, so I think people just don't understand like the ability and the fact that you have Heavenite and Gargantuan on it. It's going to have 2 on-hit abilities. So the faster your dagger is, the more on hits it's going to have. Yes, you can join the maze. Just you're going to have to join the server. You'll have to go to my website dwdfn.com and scroll to the bottom and click the picture. Like check this out, Forge. Here, we'll just go up there. We'll go up there and fight a Yeti. Telling you, people are sleeping on daggers. Can't. All right. Well, then I don't know how else to do it. I still haven't got Heavenite. I don't enjoy farming it at all. It's like if I have to make rocks reset in order to get something out of them, that's just not fun to me. I don't need to add though. The person that's in my server right now, I didn't add. The infinite freeze. The infinite freeze would lower the damage, but it would be cracked with this for sure. I mean, the one I'm running's only like Heavenite would make it better. The one I'm running only has oh, what do you call it? Surafall Golem Heart in it. Which the Golem Heart's almost a necessity because you want the higher crit rate. But yeah, if you should be able to join the server, unless you know what. I wonder actually, and I wouldn't be upset about this. I wonder if Roblox age thing is blocking people from joining people's servers if they're too young. And that's great, actually. Like I have kids, so I'm all for that. But wonder if that's why some people can't join the server even though it's public. Well, it's a private server that has a public link. You have the Gargantuan for it. Gargantuan's not awful to farm. It's still pretty. I did notice that if you do like the AFK spot right there by Yeti, they have dropped the rate of large spawning there so much. Like, it's actually kind of mind-blowing how much lower they made it. I think I say this right. Vigo, what level are you? Where are you, like, farming? It'll help me answer that question better, I think. Level's not super important, just more, I just need to know, like, your progression, where you're at progression-wise. Because, oh, dang. Yeah, we'll do the boss here in a minute. This actually looks cool. Probably going to be kind of cheeks, but it looks cool. This reminds me of, like, the memes about how armor for, like, women in games is always very terrible because it's like see-through. I could completely see it. You're level 190 and I'm able to mine the easiest rocks on peak. Okay, go to peak. Well, what's up, August? Go to peak, turn right, and fight the creatures in there. You'll get like a couple 100K in an hour before even selling anything. It's bad when you have enough Void Star that you can just burn it. Fastest way to make money is to eliminate the creatures in peak. I do a lot of farming and then selling the stuff just because I'm trying to get certain ore. But if you're actually trying to grind money quick, that, and you can make almost $1 million doing the maze quests where you have to fight the creatures for the angels. I'll catch up in chat in just a second. I see it moving. The Raven armor, that was trash armor. I have no clue. I think it was like August. If you go to my website dwdfn.com, the link's at the bottom to join the server. Once you get snow pick, jump to void after that. Unless that's what I did. So I mean, I would skip the frost pick. Was it 39? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like the greatest. It was all right. Yeah, go to the boss. Is it already open? Okay, yeah, I'm coming. It won't. It will actually have more health. The link is dwdfn.com. Are you setting it up? Yep. All right, cool. We'll have to wait till the next one because we just started this one.
That was legitness.
That was ridiculous. All right. So now let's go through here and see what all I need to see. Weapon recipe, that is the new shark dagger. And it is one Surafall. Oh, hold on. One Gargantuan, one Surafall, one Golem Heart. Basically IEV, yeah. How many damage? It's like 200 almost, like 196, I think. Yeah, 193. My apologies. Oh, just kidding. That's the old one. That's the old one. The new one has 174, but it has 33% attack speed, 15% increase to crit damage, 11% heal, 20% of damage as fire, crit chance 40%, and then 87% of weapon damage is AoE damage, 35% chance on hit. But with 0.27 attack speed plus all the bonuses, I mean, we can figure that up right now. See, what's 0.27? 0.27 with the attack speed at what, 50%? Roughly 33 plus 20 from being demon. Yeah, I've got like a 1.4 attack speed or something, or 0.14. It all depends on what you want, honestly. How do you get the new recipe? Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Oh, how to hide armor. I don't know how to do it on mobile, but when you open this and your equipped items, I know you can't see it on the stream, but on the right, you'll see equipped items. You just click it and it'll remove it and stuff. How do you get the new recipe? Sorry, I was getting ready to answer that, Maxim. You're going to come over here and you're going to do this. You're going to go to the ferry operator and then go to the maze. And that's how you're going to do it. You have to have a coinite, though. It's kind of expensive. And don't fall in the water, you'll die. You don't have to send a rose. I wanted to answer you before you even offered the gift, but I appreciate it either way. Thank you. All right. But supposedly there's ways to get over here without using the ferry, but I just get eliminated and respawn every time I try. You get coinite in the Raven Cave. I don't think it should be coinite at all. I see you, Coach. The reason I don't think it should be is because the angel pickaxe is actually lower than the dragon on purpose. It's supposed to be a mid-game pickaxe between prismatic and dragon. And if that's the case, why would you lock it behind a Raven Cave ore that is end game farming? Like, it should just be gold or like a quest. Like, this is just dumb. Like, I think it's actually stupid to call it mid game and then make it cost. Well, I mean, I don't think it's, I think it is, they wanted to update quick, which I respect. They are trying to get content out as quick as possible. I just think there's some oversight. Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's some oversight to it, which is, I mean, it's going to happen. I like the maze just for the potions that we get every day. We're supposed to get every day. We'll see if we actually get them every day. If they don't make the potions come back every day, I'll probably never come back to the maze unless there's a dagger in it. Well, my server is open, so if I need to do another coin, I eventually will. I only have one coin currently, so... I don't think I'll probably, once I run out of coin, I probably won't, like, actually actively farm for it. It's not worth it. Yeah, you could... I've never fell through this. I think the Gargantuan dagger is amazing. I made this because it's what I wanted to make. This is the new shark dagger. I think everyone, so like everyone's looking at the DPS chart, right? And that's true DPS. That's based off just weapon and damage. They're not taking into account crit. They're not taking into account increased attack speed. They're not taking into account like the Gargantuan explosion, the Heavenite explosion, Drain Edge, all of that. Once you add all that, yeah, I'll show it to you just a second. Once you add all of that, it changes things. Because remember, Drain Edge, I'll show you right here. Okay, so here's the weapon. 174 damage, 0.27 attack speed. It has snow, 25% attack speed and movement slow, 3 seconds, 25% chance on a hit. I'm hitting like 5-6 times a second, so I'm gonna hit. It's gonna proc basically every time. 33% attack speed, crit damage 15, 11% health healed, but you only get a max of 5%. So if you're using something really slow that hits hard, you're probably not going to get all your heal back, and it's going to be slow. If that makes sense. So the faster you hit, the more times you're healing if you're hitting for over 5% of your health. Your spear has a 1.2 second freeze cooldown. That's sick. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of math to it, and people don't want to like sit down and break it down. I need to make a video on it. The reason I bring it up is I used to play World of Warcraft years ago, and I was a rogue, which uses daggers. And a lot of my like logic on it is like OG World of Warcraft logic. I have one more coin, Atomic. It's the healing for me that I think is the most important. All right, this better have reset these potions. It didn't. Dude, I'll never come back. It's not worth it. So I bought the potions yesterday before the restock. It did a restock, and it didn't put them back out. I'll explain that in just a second, Storch, about the dagger. But, like, I'm probably not going to waste my money on these. I don't ever make big weapons. This says limited, but they're just saying that so you buy it. But, like, low-key, I don't think I care. Potentially. Yeah, that's the only reason I want to come back, is the potions. The potions are the only thing worth it to me, other than the dagger recipes. Yeah, I'll probably come back once I finish the quests. Okay, so do you have any Heavenite, Storch? Like, what if you? So what I would do if you were gonna make a dagger, Storch? Well, the weapons did reset, Sleazy. They already reset. There was 4 different ones during the update. Let me go back. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Let me go answer that in a second. I think it's 12 hours it resets. I just want to double check. I don't want to say that and be wrong. It's like 11 something. But it's already reset once. So that's what I'm saying. Nah, the pick really isn't worth it. Yo, what's up, Dante? So yeah, it resets in roughly 12 hours, 11 hours and 40 minutes. But it's already reset once, and it didn't reset the potions. That's what's bogus. Dragon Head is better. I know a lot of people are running the Angel pick with luck builds and the Dragon pick for like normal farm builds, which makes sense. You started 2 days ago. Do I have any tips for you? Quit playing it. It's addicting, and you're just gonna end up having to AFK for everything. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, I'm not, but I would definitely focus on mining as a way of earning money, because you're also going to upgrade your gear till end game. Dagger recipe. This dagger is gargantuan. Gargantuan, Surafall, and Golem Heart. If I had a Heavenite, I would have added that instead of Surafall. No, I think Dragon Pickaxe is better. But what I'm saying is people are using like 2 different ones. One for like AFK farming, one for farming high rarity stuff. Like they slow down their speed for the higher luck, if that makes sense. What runes do I have on it? Currently, I have a blast chip on it with 15% attack speed, which increases the explosion of the gargantuan. And then I have, hello Skull Knight, how are you? And then I have a what is it? Drain Edge on it with 18% attack speed. Thanks for the gifts. I appreciate it. Oh my God, that was a lot of diamonds, bro. I don't think I've ever had that many in one stream. I actually appreciate that a lot. Can you see my armor stats? For sure. My helmet says Surafall. I want to say I did 999 Surafall, Ethrolite, Eyesight. It has 807 after upgraded, 52% vitality, and then my Surafall chest was the same. It was 15, 15, 15. Surafall, Ethrolite, Eyesight has 1151, and then my Ethrolite. These are like, I don't even remember what these were. These were supposed to be the Surafall, but they broke. So this is like Ethrolite and Eyesight only, I believe. I think it was like 2020. But yeah, storage. I would run, if you have the Heavenite, run Gargantuan Heavenite Golem Heart. Make sure you stack as much attack speed as possible in your runes. You only need one Drain Edge. The second one is Diminishing Returns. Best weapon on Island 2 depends on gameplay, honestly. I don't really believe in playing only meta. I mean, I use daggers, so obviously I don't think meta is my favorite. Oh, so the reason, actually, that's a good point, Storch. The reason I use Etherlight is it increases your health, and that means I can heal more per hit too, because its heals are based on 5% of your maximum health. So if you increase your maximum health, in theory, you would have more health. We did the golem at 10:30, so I have to wait till the next one. I mean, I'll definitely defeat him with the dagger. Like, that's not even a question, but we'll have to wait 15 minutes, I'm sorry. If you stick around, I'll definitely do it if you remind me. How so fast? The dagger's 0.27 attack speed. I've got 33% extra attack speed in runes. And I'm running Demon, which is an extra 20%. I mean, we can get faster if we want. Hold up. Let's add some extra. Here we go. Lifesteal rune, yes. I only use one. You can only heal for 5% of your damage, so there's no point in having two of them. This is a dagger. The new shark dagger. Yes, I use one lifesteal and one of the explosives right now. You could probably use the freeze one, but I want the damage. It's so funny because people tell me how terrible it is and that gloves are better and everything. But you know the best part about this dagger? Okay. So I'm going to show this because this is the dagger I'm using. It's the shark one. It's got 0.27, 174. It's got more DPS than this one, which is the same exact build, but this is like the like most generic dagger you can get. But this one's 193. It's still absolutely goated. This one's just faster. It has like 50 more DPS, basically. But all this takes is one Gargantuan, one Surafall, and one Golem Heart. That's the best part. And you're guaranteed a dagger every single time you do that. How do I attack like that? Use a dagger. So you're guaranteed to get this with very little ore, and it's good. Whereas most people are spending twice as much ore trying to get a Hell Slayer, and they end up with a dagger anyway. Start with a dagger. Can't be upset if you meant to make a dagger. Good recipe for a starter weapon. At the very beginning, honestly, just make whatever you can make. If you put 6 Gargantuan and you get this dagger, you're going to have a dagger that you could have got with 3 gargantuan. The more ore you put doesn't change anything. You could do 3 gargantuan, but then you're not going to have the higher crit that I have. Yes, Heavenite does stack with or yes, that does stack Storch. It does, yes. That's been verified. This is the new Shark Dagger. Like Island 3, 2. The recipe for this is 1 Gargantuan, 1 Surafall, and 1 Golem Heart. Yes, this is the dagger from the Maze Merchant. I can switch to the other dagger, I just don't have runes on it. But I mean, it moves pretty quick too. Mind you, there's no runes on it. That's without runes on it. But it's still goated. So if you don't have the shark one yet, you can still make a very good dagger. Best pickaxe in the game right now is Dragon. We got 12 minutes till the boss, and then you guys can see that the dagger works against the boss. I think the angel. Okay, so I think every item in the game has viability and a purpose. The angel pickaxe is being used by some people for their luck build. So people are using the dragon pickaxe for like AFK or speed mining, and then they're running the other pickaxe for high-end luck. There's a luck cap. I didn't know. I don't know why they put these caps so they don't tell nobody about. That's a bummer. What's this weapon? It's a dagger, Daniel. Yo, what up, Sumi? You can't use the eyesight method with daggers. I don't use the eyesight method. I'm not going to lower my damage output for it. But you can't. That is true. This is the shark dagger with gargantuan, Surafall, and Golem Heart. I would replace Surafall with Heavenite if I had it. And the reason being is then you're getting 2 procs. The luck. I agree, Geo. I don't disagree with you, Geo. The other reason is there's been rumors, which I don't know if this is true, that you have higher luck on loot drops, like more gold, stuff like that, if your pickaxe has more luck on it. No, I meant to make this muddy. I prefer daggers. But I think a luck cap is stupid if they're not going to give us stats. Like, there's so much stuff, like we have no health stat, but yet you want to tell me I can only heal for 5% of my health. Well, I don't know what my health is, so... It took me like a week of testing to realize I didn't heal for any more with 2 Drain Edge as I did with 1. Oop, that's the end. Wait, can I start this guy's quest instantly again? Or do I have to wait till the next day? Oh yeah, it's daily. What we got? 9 minutes till the boss. Let's see if we can go find 7 more of the Cthulhu's or whatever. I love daggers. I've always enjoyed them, though. I play as a rogue in almost every RPG I play. So it's not... It wasn't really a question for me. Is Angel or Demon better? Demon's better for combat. Angel's better for farming. And honestly, I don't even know if I completely believe that, because, I mean, I do. Angel or Demon's definitely better for combat, but with Angel, you also get Smite, which gives a 50% chance to smite for 30% physical damage. So, I mean, let's go test it. But that means I'm going to hit for that, too. Like, look at all them lightning bolts. I think Demon's still faster, but one could argue that both are viable. How do you get more rerolls? Well, if you use the code Maze that's shown on screen, you'll get rerolls if you haven't used it yet. Basically, you're going to have to join their Discord and watch the codes. They add new codes like every weekend. What's my hit per second? What do you mean? How many times am I hitting? So base is 0.27 on that. Base is 0.27, but then you add demon, which gives you extra 20% plus the 33%. It's like 0.1 or something like that. Your revelators do 570 a hit. I have never bought rerolls. I do have the game passes. I don't really think spending money on rerolls makes sense personally. Races do help in the game, but I don't think they are like substantial. How many times did it take to make those gloves, though? See that right there? That's what I'm talking about, Gio. Like, people are using all that ore to get stuff. Welcome back, Sumi. People are using all that ore to make things, and then they fail, whereas even the base dagger's pretty goated when done right. Yeah, I don't think they're worth I have a third slot that I always just burn all my free rerolls trying to get Archangel, but I actually don't care. Honestly, if I get that cat thing again, the Phelnix or whatever, I'm probably going to rock it and make a pair of gloves because I want to see what it'll do with gloves. If you don't have Coinite, you don't go to the maze. Yeah, the spawns are fixed. I'm still having issues finding the Cthulhu or whatever. This is a dagger. One gargantuan. It's the shark dagger to be specific. One gargantuan, one Surafall, and one what is it? Golem heart. Boss in 5 minutes, alright. I'll go back because I promised I would, but I really don't want to waste another coinite to come back just to eliminate 6 more Cthulhu. Is it 100%? You're not guaranteed the shark one. You're guaranteed the base one with 3. You'll always get a dagger with 3 ore. I did. I got the ones yesterday. I didn't get the ones today, Sumi. They're all like a waste of gold for me. I don't build heavy weapons, so I don't see a point in them. I put my dagger up to regen faster. I don't have a like goal. I can't even see how many likes I have on the stream screen I have. Actually, I can't see how many people are in the stream either. I realized a long time ago removing those metrics makes for a better stream because I'm not worried about how many people are in the stream. I just talk like there's a bunch of people in it, even if there isn't. That's how they be moving in London. Oh my god. I mean, the fact it only costs 1 gargantuan, 1 Surafall, and 1 golem heart alone. 43? Holy cow. I think the spear is a viable option. I've never really built one, but I've read a lot about them. On my weapon right now, I have 1 blast chip, which increases the damage output with the explosion from gargantuan. And then I have 1 drain edge that does enough healing for me. Whoa, that was some lag. What's my attack speed? Base is 0.27 plus 53% extra. So I'd have to do the math. So if it's 53%, which will be roughly half of 27, which is 0.13 or 1.5. Point 1 point, or yeah, no, it is. Yeah, 0.13. You need to do something to join. In order to join, go to dwdfn.com and then scroll to the bottom and there will be a picture that says my private server. Click that. Woo! About teleported through the wall. Yeah, daggers go burr, like really fast. People don't realize it. Everybody wants to look at that chart and doesn't account for all the other stats that affect damage. Like most people are looking at the like true DPS chart, which shows just the math for DPS based off of damage and attack speed. They don't account for crit or any of that. It's the new shark dagger that was sold yesterday in the maze. One gargantuan, one Surafall, one golem heart. However, if you have a Heavenite, replace Surafall with Heavenite. I just didn't have one, so I didn't use it. And this is the shark dagger, but the base dagger absolutely decimates too. So if you get the base dagger, don't be let down. It's just going to be a little slower. You still need to add attack. You could use a Yeti instead of a golem. You're going to lower your damage though, but you're also going to increase your attack speed by 10%. But it's going to lower your multiplier, which is going to lower the damage some. I have one drain edge and one blast chip. The blast chip increases the damage output of the all right, I'm going to eliminate this and then we'll go back to the boss. The blast chip increases the damage of the gargantuan explosion. Oh wait, hold on. Are they gonna spawn that fast? Sorry, chat. I'll still do the boss, but if they're spawning that fast, I might stand here and eliminate a few more of these. Maybe it was just a lucky spawn. Must have just been a lucky spawn. Hey, no. I'm gonna put some extra damage on. Be reckless. Damage. Recipe for my weapon is one gargantuan, one Surafall, and one oh, what do you call it? Golem heart. If you have Heavenite, 100% use Heavenite instead of if you have Heavenite, use it instead of the Surafall.
was legitness.
The damage though, it's like 174. Thank you for the follow. If I join, care to take me to the other island when you go back? You're more than welcome to join. Yeah, it is crazy, DPS. I have one more coinite, so if anybody wants to join the private server, go to dwdfn.com, scroll to the bottom, there's a picture that says my private server, click it and join. Once you join, I can start the ferry here soon. You have angel, dwarf, and demon. What should you roll? What's your gameplay like? I would honestly see. There's viability in all of those. So angel, you're gonna have the luck. I would never want to roll angel. Demon, you can teleport through stuff, which is kind of cheesing and cheating, but you have that ability with demon, and it's great for PvP or not PvP combat. I high and by. All right, take care. And then the other one would be dwarf, which is great for mining. Actually, roll dwarf. I know it's great for mining, but the luck from angels going to be better for mining. A lot of people disagree, but I've had people test it. All right, do we have any more people joining before I waste my last coinite? I'm pretty sure I only have one. I hope I have one. Okay, yeah, I have one. I do, yeah, I think I answered that already. Is that everybody joining? I can't send the server link, but I can tell you the website. dwdfn.com, and then the link will yeah, dwdfn.com, and then the link's at the bottom. What's this way? Oh, just prismatic pick thing. I don't understand why they make like these really big environments that have like no actual use, basically. All right, I'm gonna money method. Depends on level. If you can fight the things in the peak real well, go into the peak, turn right, and eliminate all the creatures there. Yo, what's up, Brandon? All right, I am leaving in like 30 seconds. I don't want to just stand here. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate you. Okay, you let me know if it gets you in. Anyone can join, especially since I'm paying the ferry. I'd rather people be in. Go to dwdfn.com and then scroll to the bottom and get the link. I don't pay for spins, so I'm definitely not gifting spins. You get too many of them for free. You don't have to add the user. If you just go to the website, scroll to the bottom, there's the private. What up, She Ready? The private link. All right, I'm gonna move on. We got a couple here. We'll have to do it next time. World's most expensive boat, I swear. What's up, She Ready? I've known She Ready forever. She's still probably blown away that I'm playing Roblox. I think. Yeah, the dagger is legit. Thank you for the follows. I mean, yo, what's up? Yes, I am a father. I started making content with my daughter, actually. We used to play Fortnite together, and then she became a Roblox kid, and I make Fortnite games for a living, and make content. And she went to Roblox, and then I came to Roblox, but she doesn't like the games I like. I have 3 kids, 16, 15, and 13. You have to sub the golem for Yeti. I mean, I checked. I mean, it should be good still. The attack speed might actually help a lot. Like, I think the attack speed from it might outweigh the damage. No, I'm not gonna give anybody Robux. Sorry, I don't even know if I have any. I just need like 3 more of the wood dudes. Tell them you said hi. The recipe is 1 gargantuan, 1 surafal, 1 golem. I'm not gonna eliminate the skeletons because I'm sure you guys probably need those. I don't. The recipe is 1 gargantuan, surafal, and golem. Replace surafal with heavenite if you have it. You need only big. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. Oh, I got 2 of them here. No, I'm not gonna worry about the Yetis right now. Atomic, I just used my last coinite, so once we get the rest, I need 3 more of these, and then I'm gonna go farm coinite. Ah, the Cthulhu, yeah, that's all I need. Yes, I only need 1 more after this, actually. Kind of nice, and then I'll have the 3rd angel quest done. Yeah, the coinite thing kind of pisses me off. I think it was a major fumble. They're saying that the new pickaxe is supposed to be lower than the dragon for a reason, which is fine. But the fact that they make it end game by making you need a coinite is asinine. Oh, you don't know where he is? I don't know where. I didn't pay attention. You just got to walk around the maze until you find him. There's the angels. I wouldn't say it's a major L. The reason being is we got the ability to buy potions, even though they're kind of like bugged. We got new weapon recipes, which are pretty solid, and they did do a little bit of balancing. I think the issue is they brought up that they were going to address recycling and things of that nature, and people instantly assumed that meant they were going to get it done in like 3 days. Yeah, I mean, you can do the speed set thing, but that's just, I'm not gonna. I mean, by the time you mine all this stuff and make what you need for that, you might as well just get some coinite. If you're running just Velshire, yeah, I mean, it could be cheap. But what I'm saying is you shouldn't even have to do that. It should just be a gold cost. Or a quest. Make it a quest and put a geyser there that can yeet you across it. That's all it really needs. What is the dagger? It's the new shark dagger that came out yesterday in the recipes. Gargantuan, Surafal, Golem Heart. I would replace the Golem Heart, or not the Golem Heart, correction. I would replace the Surafal with Ebonite if I had it. I mean, it's still, if it takes 5 minutes to get it, that's fine, but you still shouldn't have to do all that, is what I'm saying. Maybe that's an option for people that can't get coinite. I can see your point there. But we shouldn't have to do any of that. They should just make it a quest or something. You don't think you've ever seen that dagger? I mean, the new dagger, the shark dagger just came out yesterday. All my daggers are generally pretty cracked, though. This one's just faster. I mean, that gave me, like, a lot of gold. I got it, Atomic, already. But here's the new pickaxe. Let's see something. Yeah, so here's the new pickaxe. 2.4 million, mine power, 725, luck boost, 85. The dragon is 750 with 10% attack and 78% luck, so this one's not as good. You started 2 weeks, but best weapon. I'm not. I might actually do. I almost have enough, don't I? I'm not gonna waste the gold on it. Like, to be honest, I'm not gonna waste the gold on it. Or they could make it work with the gold you already have and have it scale depending on level. That's what I'm saying, Ramirez. They could just make it be regular gold. I don't know why it has to be something that's dumb. It's supposed to be worse, though. That's the problem. Is it's supposed to be the pickaxe between prismatic and dragon. Like, they did that on purpose. They wanted it to be like the mid-game. Yo, what's up, Brandon? I apologize. I don't think I said hello. It's supposed to be between them, but the fact they make you have coinite, it doesn't make sense logically. Like, the math doesn't math up. 3 etherealite in a single rock? Nice. Coinite drops from the medium and large crystals in the Raven Cave. Which means you need, like... I don't even know if the Void Pickaxe can mine them. I think you literally have to have the prismatic. Wait a second. I can check, actually, because I have the Christmas Pickaxe. Don't waste your money on Frost Pick. Go to Void. Thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate you. I hate potions. I hate the fact that they don't instantly just apply, and they like limit how many you can have. Okay, so Void works for medium, Prismatic for large. So you basically need Prismatic to even farm coinite, basically. I mean, obviously you can mine the mediums. But it took me 10 minutes to get it yesterday, running a totem, potions, and everything. I would say normally it's going to take longer than that. We'll go try to get one. Starter World 3, just make daggers with eyesight. I make a lot of daggers, so maybe you don't want to. Christmas Pick can mine medium, then yeah, that's the same as Void. Is there any way to claim or buy rerolls? You can buy rerolls with Robux, but you can use the code Maze and get some free ones. Yeah, I agree, Ramirez. The snow and eyesight mixed together is actually a pretty solid starter weapon. Snow's pretty strong for what it is. Why are they all smalls? Three Golem hearts, 3 Prismatic hearts, and 3 Yeti hearts gives a 99% crit chance. Try FO. I think there was another one that was like Forge Weekend exclamation point, but there wasn't an E on Forge. It was just FORG Weekend exclamation point. That one should give you 10 if it still exists. On the Dragon Pick, you should be running Swift and Luck. Those are probably the 2 most important. Yes, thank you, Ramirez. Appreciate it. If this thing gives me a fossil, I'm gonna rage. Not really, but I want to. The fact that this rock right here is what's making me hate this game and like lose my enjoyment in it. The Heaven Pickaxe is not better. It's supposed to be between the 2. It's supposed to be between Prismatic and Dragon. They need a stats. 100% they need a stats. They also need to show true DPS and track what my DPS is with my weapons, so people can quit telling me that their gloves or their Hellslayer is better. I mean, I think the floating crystals and those are awful. I don't even enjoy mining them. The best drop you're gonna get from the small ice crystals, Surafall. And, yeah, and the boss being every half hour is kind of dumb too, especially when you don't get a rune every time. That's the best drop. I mean, I think you can get Eyesight and Etherealite from them too, but the best drop is that. Velshir loves everything. Even Lamp. It's just, I get zero enjoyment out of hitting the same rock over and over to reset it. Like, it's dumb. It takes forever to mine. I'm fine with that. That's great. Make it give a higher rate of the quality stuff. This game's 100% going to die in the next year if they don't do anything about it. I've sent multiple, like, I mean, I make games for a living too. I'm not saying I know better than them at all, but I've sent them some, like, high-end feedback and not been acknowledged about it. So if they want to keep making bad decisions, that's on them. Everybody just focuses on forced playtime. That's why it's Coinite. They want you to mine for 30 minutes to get a Coinite. I mean, there's currently a lot of, like, Samir, there's currently quite a few issues that I think is going to make people lose interest. It's fun to get rare items, but it's not fun when it's a 9-to-5 simulator. It's basically gotten to a point that the only way you're going to get high-end gear is if you AFK. Correct, yes. Thank you for the gifts, Zeppelin. I appreciate it. The issue is without seeing your stats, there's a lot of problems. How you get Coinite from the medium and large crystals in this cave. I think it should, exactly, yes. And I would almost be okay with that if it was 1 coin as a quest. But the problem is, even then, the people that are going to actually purchase the Heaven pickaxe and stuff are not going to, they're probably going to be in this cave already, because you have to be in this cave to have Coinite, and they don't need it anymore. Yeah, I don't do public servers at all anymore. Thank you for the follows. I think once, like, for instance, Fish, we'll use Fish It for an example. Fish It has a lot of RMT, which is why people are still playing it. People are trying to, because they're selling rare stuff and whatever. So people are AFKing it, and it has an AFK feature. But the issue there is it got boring because I don't want to leave it running for hours on end just to try to catch a fish. Best pick right now is the dragon pick. Honestly, if one of these things right here drops a Coinite, I'm cracking it. I mean, the average dagger is still super legit with Gargantuan. Go get 2 runes with at least 15% attack speed each. Rob, I'm using a dagger. A Heaven pick, any pick, you should really just be using mining speed should be your #1 focus. Yes, the dragon is better than the new pick. The new pick was supposed to be the pickaxe between dragon and prismatic. Like, that was their intention. Only 102 damage? Yeah, but the attack speed's what's going to make up for it. DPS is not just damage, it's attack speed also. That's another issue I agree with, Jan, is there's too much RNG currently in the game. You get minor shards from the little explodey dudes in the second world, and from the boss. Whoops, that wasn't reset. But there's too much RNG. I'm completely fine. I'm completely fine with like the RNG and the rocks, but having damn it, it wasn't reset. There's that one still. Having RNG in the rocks, and then RNG on forging, and then RNG on upgrading your gear is stupid. How do I mine so quick? There's an active boost for mining this weekend, and I have potions on. What are the codes? Maze and Forge Weekend. If I had the other potion on, it'd be even faster, but they didn't reset. Christmas potions were cracked for that. Ooh, a fossil. Never had one of those in there. That's sarcasm. That's another thing. Taking the best, or like this is the best rock in the game, basically, and putting an item that I can get from the first cave in the third world is dumb. I just want a coin. Like, I don't even care if it's the best item. I just want a coin out of it. We're 10 minutes in and I haven't got a coinite. That's the only reason they're using coinite, is they want people to sit here and farm for it. Forced playtime will be what kills the game. Yo, what's up? Ash, how are you? Like, you can force playtime, or you can make something enjoyable, and then people will play it longer. Generally, if they enjoy it and play it longer, they're going to stick around longer. Forced playtime will work for a while. But it won't work. It won't have longevity. I don't even know what you mean by that, Ash. That one might not be available anymore, N4, or you've used it already. On the Dragon Head, you should be focusing on speed. I am a game dev. I am not a dev on this game, if that makes sense. Got Archangel, nice. What game? This is the full. I work in Fortnite. Like, I make creative games on Fortnite. Dragon Head pick is 2.75 million. Oh man, now we got 3 of them. Oh crap, it wasn't reset. I don't know what you're talking about, Ash. I did not buy the new pick. I don't have a use for it. I already have a fully runed dragon pickaxe. I'm not going to spend another 1.6 million putting runes in another one. I don't know what you're talking about, Ash. $15 minutes. mining Coinite as Angel with 40% extra luck plus Angel on and can't get a Coinite. I don't want to make any brain rot games. I would rather make something that has longevity, truthfully. You finally got the heart. Don't you need to do something? You need the dragon head? Yeah, there's a quest. I know that. Yeah, I do know a lot. Yeah, Ash, but I don't know what you're trying to have me take your ID for. Heavenite pickaxe is better than dragon head. It's not, though. You finally got heart. How is the Heavenite better than the dragon head? Dragon head is 750 damage with 10% attack speed. The Heavenite one is 725 damage with no increase to attack speed. Dragon has 78% luck, and Heaven has 85% luck. It doesn't strike faster. It has slower attack speed. Like, the Heavenite pickaxe is 10% slower than the Dragon pickaxe. It has 100 less DPS than the Dragon pickaxe. The devs even admitted it was supposed to be worse than the Dragon pickaxe. Coinite is rare, yes. It's unreasonably rare. I just spent 15 minutes farming and didn't get any. I mean, I can't help it if you want to sit here and, like, hope that hard that the Heavenite pickaxe is better, when the devs alone have said it was supposed to be a middle pickaxe between Prismatic and Dragon. Like, you can explain all you want, but at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. Sounds like a lot of copium. No, Heavenly's not better, no. The Angelic, whatever you want to call it's not better. Dragonite's the best pickaxe as far as damage output and DPS. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Basically, you have to the point where they just didn't do it right with the Coinite. 25 damage is the number on it, but with the attack speed and everything, it's actually 800 DPS different. And 5% luck is not worth that. No one's gonna go out of their way to buy it when they already have Dragon, because Dragon's better. Where do you get stolen heart from? From these things right here. No, I think it looks amazing. I agree with that, Hello. I 100% agree with that. I mean, the 5% luck isn't even... I mean, it's worth it, but it's not really. I mean... Correct. That's the biggest problem right there, Forge. The fact that you need Coinite, which comes from Raven, to get there is why it doesn't make sense calling it a mid-tier pickaxe. I mean, I'm running Angel with 40% luck. I understand you're coping extremely hard on that pickaxe, but it's not better. Like, 5% luck is not going to make that big of a difference. I mean, just keep coping, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with someone who's obviously rage baiting or just actually doesn't understand it. I'm doing pretty good, Toxic. How are you? The new pickaxe is solid, but it's not going to, like, overrun the Dragon pickaxe. Now, the Heaven Pickaxe, I do think there's a viability of a luck build, but I don't see it as surpassing. You'll never get that Golem Heart. Yeah, you will. What's my armor build? I run 15, 15, 15, 10, 10, 10, 8, 8, 8. For all my armor, it's Surafall, Etherlight, Eyesight. You sold your dragon for it? Oh, you enjoy the luck stat? I agree. I mean, that's the thing. Potions are extremely underrated, and that's the only reason to go to the maze is to get the potions, but they didn't reset, so I'm a little annoyed. If they don't reset today, I'll probably... I mean, I don't have a Coinite, so... Because it's 7% difference. I mean, there's a luck cap. So if you're running Angel with 40% extra luck and all that, you're not going to notice the 7%. So there's a luck cap. But the DPS is going to give you more time to, like, if you can break more rocks, you're going to have more chances. So now, if it was like 25% extra luck, I'd agree with you. But 7%? No. I am not aware of what the luck cap is because they do not share stats, but it has been said that there is a luck cap, if that makes sense, Seth. Wait, they reset so they're resetting the potions every 5 days and they're going to reset the shop every single day? Yeah, that's not worth it. If they're not going to reset those potions every day, the maze is ass and pointless. Correct. No, Forged, I agree, but I think 25% could be viable depending on the player, like, because a lot of people don't have Angel, right? Like, okay, right there, that right there is the best point. Angel, right? Okay, so you go to the shop, you look at Angel. Okay, Angel has 30% luck boost. The Angelic Pickaxe should have 30% luck boost. Maybe if they made it where it was 30% luck boost on every class but Angel, it would make sense. It's an Angelic Pickaxe. Or make it stack with Angel. But I mean, I think it shouldn't. Maybe it doesn't. It can't stack. They make it where it can't stack, which would be okay. But and it just doesn't make sense in the current state. But it's supposed to be it's not supposed to be as good as the dragon, so it does make sense. But I think they kind of fumbled the bag there. I mean, Enrique, I make games for a living. Angel plus Heavenite Pickaxe is 7% more. I really don't think you're grasping this. I am not going to damage things lower for 7%. Like 7% luck. I'm not going to spend another 2.4 million on a pickaxe plus the extra for putting runes in it when I already have the dragon. Well, they didn't promise a bunch. I think the problem is they brought up they were doing other fixes, and people instantly assumed that meant it was going to be on this update. Telling someone it's 2.122 million with Goblin, I mean, not everyone has Goblin. I'm not going to re-roll Angel or Demon for Goblin. Even then, you still have to put the runes in. Right. And upgrading my legs cost me 1.5 million. There's so much more I could spend my gold on over a pickaxe that has 7% more luck. And that's it. I don't think the blueprints were disappointing. I think that the new dagger was amazing. I think people are just expecting more out of a week's update. It's so bad when you're excited you get a coinite in this. Where are the blueprints? The blueprints are in the maze. Oh, unless you're talking about the like guaranteed blueprints. The guaranteed blueprints aren't out yet. Yeah, fungi. Recipes, whatever you want to call it. I think they're actually called blueprints, but I think a lot of people were expecting it to be like the guaranteed blueprints, which they're not yet. If you haven't played it, I'm pretty happy with it. They just dropped it a week after an update. Verity, I agree with that. They are to a point where, but that's a problem. People get mad about that. What were the things you suggested? Which ones, Jan? I think there's a lot. I'm probably going to end up making a video on it because there's quite a few things they could do to improve the game without like breaking it. Yeah, the guaranteed blueprints. Well, that's just like everybody thought the recycling was going to be this update. There's a big thing, and I don't think a lot of people thought about with that. They have to verify. Like, I'm sure they're working on it, but with all the testing that's involved with that, they have to make sure it can't be exploited. It's going to take. I mean, that's going to take some testing. Atomic, are you in my lobby? Because if you are, we'll go fight the golem in 20 minutes. Or is it? Oh, it's probably available now, isn't it? Yeah, I'll go up there. I don't know if any of the new swords are good. The dagger is pretty goated. It's the thing. I don't think you're grasping that they pushed a pretty big update last week, and then they made another update a week later that gave a maze that is procedurally generated. They gave us the ability to buy the Christmas potions. They gave us new blueprints, some of which are putting out crazy DPS numbers. Did they fumble some of it? Absolutely. I'm heading up there, Atomic, if you're up there. But I think it was a really solid update for a week. I don't think I've bought that one because I don't want to buy any. I'm not buying any more blueprints unless I need it. I think the new dagger's good. I haven't messed with any of the new swords. The forest pickaxe thing was weird. I think that was a problem, Willie. Which blueprint's good besides the dagger? Truthfully, I don't know. I just know the dagger is pretty nasty. Actually, let's switch to demon. Give me just a second. We'll get you in there. That's you, Atomic, right? I almost re-roll every time. I feel like it. Yeah, that is the shark one. Yes. The other two, the other one's supposed to be better. All right, we got two here. All right, one. Okay, we both joined. Are we ready? How much damage does it have? 174. It's the attack speed that makes it nasty. I'll explain it after the fight.
That was legitness.
The recipe for that one is 1 gargantuan, 1 surafal, 1 golem heart. I would replace surafal with heavenite if you have it. You didn't get a heart? Well, we got 18 minutes until we can try again. And then I have attack speed runes on it. The only big issue is that it has 0.3 slower than Chaos and Halo. No, this one. Wait, the straight sword I found, the new one that's crystallized. It's between Chaos and Hellslayer. Everything has viability. It's not just that you take into account. So this has 174 damage, 33% extra attack speed, so it's hitting faster. Plus the extra from Demon, which makes it like 0.13. And then you add a blast chip, which increases the gargantuan explosion to 87% of weapon damage on hit, 35% chance on hit. If you're hitting 6 times in a second, you're basically blasting that 3 times a second, which is going to give you more damage. And then you also have the fire burn damage, 30%, lifesteal, 11% of weapon damage, 5% max on hit. You're hitting a lot. It's really just running the different stats, the crit, all of that. That's better than your sword. You got no Surafall. What all do you have? I'm about to go get the Yeti stuck if y'all want to come to the peak. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to check that new miner rune I got. I think it's this one. Swift mining 10%, 12% luck. That's actually pretty nice. I think that's better than one of the ones I have in mine right now. If you go to my website, dwdfn.com, you're more than welcome to join. It's at the bottom. It's going to cost me so much to change this. 16% luck, 11% damage, 8% luck, 15% damage. Let's get rid of that one. Dude, it's like 1 million gold, dude, just to replace a rune, man. 14%, 5%. That's not the one we want. 10%, 12%. All right, let's. You almost got enough for the new recipes. I didn't even worry about the recipes today, Clip It. Like, they were kind of cheeks, to be honest. Did you... Oh, Clip It. By the way, I meant to add you yesterday on here because I was going to message you. Did you see they didn't reset the... I have the cheaper recipe. What do you mean the cheaper recipe? It was the cheapest recipe. It was the dagger recipe, which was cheap. They didn't reset our potions, Clip It. DWD RBLX, and then send me a message on TikTok. Clip It. Oh, you only have Surafall? Yeah, I do actually. I used to use Surafall. Okay, yeah, my last dagger was Surafall, Golem Heart, Yeti. You could do that too. Surafall, Golem Heart, Yeti. And that'll get you a pretty goated pickaxe until, yeah, for Shark. I mean, that even the regular dagger, that's nasty. And just make sure you use attack speed runes. DWD RBLX. Like Roblox with just RBLX. We need like the ability to have a hot button for this. All right, sounds good. I mean, I'm sure someone's planning something. I've thought about making something in Fortnite similar, but not the same. But that's just the nature of the game anymore. Everybody has to copy other people. If I made something, it would be inspired, but really, it was inspiring, if anything. It's basically RuneScape. You could use a gargantuan to make a dagger. Well, I mean, if fire attack said someone's doing better already, then I think that means fire attack should probably either hire more devs or start listening. Oh, okay, I'll take that. Now, what is the multiplier on that? Curious. So Stolen Heart has a 15.4 multiplier, which is I think the same as Surafall. So it's a little higher. So now, what I would make, I would actually use the Stolen Heart instead of the Surafall, and that would give you 7% lifesteal. Oh, your insta-freeze gauntlets, nice. Yeah, I know. Look at the base stat on the index. It's definitely an upgrade from damage, but a bit slow. So the question is, want to be slower for that much more damage? Yeah, Toxic, a lot of it is based on, you got to mix your speed and your damage and figure out what's got the better attack speed. You were able to make 1 million in 3 hours? That's not that bad, actually. I have no clue when the next Ninjago skins are coming to Fortnite. I'm waiting on them, though. I honestly would rather have coins right now than that. I could tell you right now, as soon as I run out of coin, I mean, I've been mining a coin, but I don't want to like go out of my way. He only sells 6 to 8 potions and it didn't reset. That's the problem. I don't care if he only sells. Yeah, Lloyd's not in there yet. I don't care if they sell only 6 to 8 if it resets every day. If it resets every day, it's reasonable. But it's not resetting every day, so it's a problem. That's the only reason to go back, honestly. Other than, I mean, if someone says, hey, there's a dagger recipe in there, yeah, I'll probably go back. But just go back, unless there's a dagger recipe, I could care less. If we're not going to get potions. Thank you for the follow, Keith. Can you actually get more than one server? That's interesting. I mean, I have this private server. I just figured if it became a problem, I'm just going to reset the code to get in. Like the URL. Oh, you going for the gauntlet recipe? Yeah, I didn't buy the sword recipes either. I didn't see a point. Well, and then on the RNG factor, right? In this cave, the spawn of everything is so RNG too. Like, there's no... At least in the peak... Hey, someone got a gargantuan. At least in peak, you have an area that's pretty high drop rate of the large crystals, you know, by the Yetis. Over here, it's not really that way. Eyesight armor, I would use eyesight, and if you have any etherealite, use it. Sword recipe, it's a dagger, gargantuan, surafall. What's the last one? I forgot. Oh, and golem. Yeah, the straight sword you're using, toxic. Ah, that makes sense. I have not played Anime Adventures. I think the community in general, any communities, they just expect too much. But I don't think... Okay. I think the problem is, it's not the community that's a problem. All right, take care, VSN. I think that there's a communication problem, if that makes sense. Like, they push this update, hey, and then like, obviously they're sitting there working on improving the spawn in the maze, right? Because they made an update. They have someone who's a community manager. Why are they not saying, hey, we're aware this update didn't do a good job of spawning the creatures in the maze. We're currently working on a fix. If they would have done that, that alone would ease the community. They have to communicate with the community. Shadow, if you're in the third area, go up to the peak, turn right, and fight the creatures in the first room on the right. Probably the easiest way. But until they communicate with the community more, it's not going to work out. If you've ever played like Fortnite, I worked on Skybox 2, which was supposed to be the sequel to Skybox 1. And I communicated with the community every day. I had a lot of players who I communicated with about updates, what they think needed addressed. And it's those type of things that are needed. Sure, they got testers and stuff, but the thing about if you label someone a tester, they're going to have a little bit of blind loyalty and they're not going to want to give you the truth all the time. I'm gonna fight the boss one more time and probably end stream, but I think the game's got a ton of potential. I enjoy the game. I think they're doing a good job. I just think that there's some things they need to admit that they're not the strongest at and improve from. Yes, Surafall is the best thing you're going to get from a small crystal in Peak. And the thing is they fumbled the bag there too so bad, Complex. They didn't have to tell the players anything. The problem is they made it visible. So there's a multiplier on these rocks, right? The multiplier is not publicly known. So I don't understand why they didn't just change the multiplier on the rocks, which would change the drop rates and not tell players. Instead, they did it publicly, which was a major blow up. You just got your first Etherlight, nice. And I think that's the issue, is they should have just like done it behind the scenes. That's what I would have done. That's what I've done. I think that's why we can't see our health stats and our luck stats yet, is because they're unsure of how they're going to balance it, so they're hiding it, which makes sense. It's what I would do. But they're building systems like the Drain Edge, 5% of your health. You can't really have that if you're not showing the stats. So they've got to get it balanced quick, I think. You should always be running luck potions. You can stack 60 minutes of it. I generally just do 60 minutes. Gargantuan is the best drop from small red crystals. They're talking about the crystals in Peak. Not here. It's becoming an AFK simulator, which is fine. But if they're going to make it an AFK simulator, they need to make it where there's an auto button and people can do that. Instead, everybody's macroing, which is, and they're aware of that. They're wanting people to macro because they want the playtime. But they're working on another game. Well, I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would they be working on another game? That's like one of the biggest things that I've always... Yo, how are you doing? Is it R.I.J. or Jen? How are you doing? I don't know. I don't even know what that game is, to be honest, Complex. Well, if Fire Attack is focusing on another game, he needs to hire more people, or they need to hire more people. There's got to be some balance. I don't know why I would focus on a game that's not pulling the numbers this is. That was a big issue I had with some of my former partners in game dev, was they would focus on projects that weren't retaining numbers. To get to level up faster, just keep mining. There's nothing I can like personally do, but I can recommend mining. Yeah, Forge. That's what I'm saying. Like, not everyone can macro. All right. I cannot get another coin. Yeah, quests help with XP a lot too. That's the only way I can help you. I can't level for you. Oh my gosh, they need to move this guy too. Like, this is stupid. Like, look at this. There's a perfect spot right here for him, and it's still right beside the geyser. It would make sense for him to be here. Then you wouldn't accidentally click it. Yeah, I'm going to the boss. Yeah, I can show that in a second. Yeah, the knight armor is kind of annoying. Yes, I will show the pickaxes after I get done fighting the boss. Not gonna go back down there until that. Well, I mean, they shouldn't rush the updates. That's the thing. But they need to communicate this stuff. Saying, hey, we're working on this, and then pushing an update that weekend sets some weird precedents and expectations. Any new codes? Just Maze if you haven't used it yet. Oh, I'm so sorry, Atomic. You did not get in. I thought that was everybody. My apologies. Oh, man, I feel terrible. I'm so sorry. Yes, I explained I would show the pickaxes in the third world after I got done with the boss. And you asked me again while I'm fighting the boss. Come on now, man. Like, let me finish what I'm doing first. The videos with fake codes are mad annoying. I am not a consumer of content, so I have no clue what the videos are. Here's your pickaxes. Tungsten, 200k. Aqua, 375. 500k. 750. 1 million. And 1.35. So, yeah. So complex, I think the thing is that it's okay to push an update every week for quality of life. Content shouldn't be an everyday update. They need to like set a schedule. I did not buy the new pick now. I think the traits being decreased is kind of smart, Willie, just because of the like there's like glass cannon builds, and I think that's what that's kind of promoting. Right. I think that's what I think a lot of people do is make a luck pickaxe just for carrying when they're not mining. How do you join? You would go to my website for the private, but I'm actually getting ready to end for now. I got to get some work done on one of my games on Fortnite. Yeah, 125. I have the one for 125,000. If you show up here, you should get the Aqua first, which is 375. All right. Well, that's it for today. I'm gonna go work on some of my Fortnite games. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Make sure to subscribe or follow if you haven't. I'm probably gonna drop some content too soon. I think I got monetization back on TikTok, and I'm close on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, you should go AFK, watch all my other videos, increase my watch time. That would be dope. I'm so close to monetization. Thanks, everybody. Have a great afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is for you. I'll see you guys tomorrow around the same time. All right. Peace.